My name is Alex Lemarkoko. I am the Chief Conservator of Forests. I work in Nairobi, but I work in every part of this country because we have forests all over this country. And we are here today to look, basically to launch fencing of Menengai Forest, which is an urban forest. It's a very critical forest ecosystem because of the goods and services that emanate from this particular environment. And the beneficiaries are mainly the urban community who derive, first of all, the environmental services, the good air, the cool environment, and many other unquantifiable benefits that are basically of environmental nature. Of course, because it's a catchment area, we also have a very good source of water and waterways, and there also being a caldera is a very important resource for geothermal development. As a matter of fact, we are hosting the GDC here, and we are already getting energy from this particular forest. So it's a very important forest. It also provides a very good opportunity for recreational services for the urban population that is oftenly affected by too much concrete buildings, and they would want to have to venture into a good environment that is conserved. One of the biggest challenges we've been having in this particular forest is encroachment and degradation of the vegetation arising from the needs of the communities around here. Poverty levels are high, and therefore there has always been need for people to go in for firewood, for building material, sometimes also for grazing, and management has been quite unsustainable, and this fencing is offering a solution, a sustainable solution. Number one, to secure the forest boundaries and the beacons. Number two, to provide for natural regeneration so that we have an enhanced biodiversity arising from what we call protection for regeneration. When you protect an area without necessarily planting, actually natural causes will take place, including seed dispersal by dispersal agents, including insects, birds, and mammals. And that provides for an opportunity for increased regeneration, and therefore we're going to have a good forest, what we call a natural environment. So those are the reasons why we are doing this work today, and we are thankful to the AFDP supported project, Africa Development Bank, which has supported this Kenya Forest Service through a Green Zone Support Development Support Project, and it has really supported us in many other forests. We now have communities benefiting directly from this project, including IGS, in income generating activities, nature-based enterprises. We have communities that are doing fish farming, beekeeping, and fruit tree farming, and many other enterprises that are related with conservation. And we are also therefore thankful for the project. Number two, I'm also here because we are just at the onset of the rains, and the long rains have just started, and I've come here to encourage KFS staff and other stakeholders to engage in tree planting and tree growing because this is an emergency. We have to take advantage of the rains before they subside. Thirdly, we were supported by the government through His Excellency the President in recruitment of 3,000 personnel to Kenya Forest Service. That is a big number that comes into the organization that has been having less than that number. And that presents a challenge of housing, and particularly our rangers. Most of our rangers that we employed now stay in tents. That is not right. And we have been working with our stakeholders to see how best can we work together to provide housing for our rangers. Today, I've been able to launch houses for rangers arising from initiatives between ourselves and our stakeholders in Molo, in Baraget, in here at our headquarters in Nakuru, and all those and also Elbagon, where we have our headquarters for Nakuru. And that is a very, very good gesture by our stakeholders. They have supported us. We are now able to house at least 30 rangers arising from that cooperation. I am calling upon our stakeholders to support us again so that our rangers don't have to spend their nights in tents even when it's raining, so that we can do more. Hii fence ambayo tumeweka hapa maana yake ni kwamba ni kulinda msitu wetu, kuweka ua ambayo ni wa stima. Hakutakuwa na watu ambao wanaingia ovyo ovyo, lakini kutakuwa pia na nafasi ya wananchi kuingia kwa ile tunaita user rights. Watakubaliwa kuingia kulingana na wale wameregister kama CFA na watakuwa na user rights. Lakini pia inabadilisha msitu huu kwa sababu umekuwa msitu ambao wakati mwingine umetumiwa vibaya. Watu wanapeleka, wale watu wanaenda kupiga watu kule ndani, wizi unafanyika kule, ng'ombe wakiibiwa kwa sehemu ya Rongai county wanaingizwa kwenye hiyo msitu na wanapotea kwa sababu crater ni ngumu kuingia. Sasa hayo ni maneno ambayo ataisha kwa sababu tuko na mfano mwema kabisa kule Karura Forest ambayo ilikuwa na mambo kama hayo ambayo sio mazuri, na baada ya kuweka ua huo tukawa sasa ni sehemu ambayo kila Mkenya angependa kwenda. Hata tuko na watu kutoka international kutoka sehemu zingine za dunia wanakuja hapo kutembea na kufurahia msitu. Msitu huu pia utapeana nafasi, we are going to increase safety. Kutakuwa na usalama wa kutosha na hivi kwamba kila mmoja ambaye anaingia huko atajisikia ako salama akiwa kule ndani.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
Number one, what is going to be the cost of fencing of this fence, and also the cost of the housing program for the rangers? And number two, we have people who have already encroached on the forest land. Is there a notice to them to vacate, or how are we going to go about that?
Yeah, the cost of the fence is about 100 million for the fence. That is one, and this being funded by AFDP. Is a loan to Kenya government, which we appreciate a lot. When it comes to the issue of you ask about the boundary dispute.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, beacons and GPSs don't lie. So where we find a GPS that locates a beacon, that is a beacon, and we do not argue about beacons. So if somebody has encroached, we will request that person to give way so that we can have our fence going on very well. So we don't expect any conflict because even the person who has encroached knows that they have encroached. Yeah.
Labda utiaji wa ua hili ni la umbali gani kwa sababu ya mtazamaji na msikilizaji?
Ua huu una eneo lake ni kilomita 55.